Maluti-a-Phofung local municipality have endured years of unstable water supply. The municipality itself is said to have had a breakdown of service delivery with calls for council to be dissolved. Newzroom Africa's Nqobile Madlala joins us now live from there with those details. Nqobile, a very good morning to you. Now, the service delivery issues there have attracted the attention of national government. Is there a plan in place to address them?
Well, at this point, the major one that they're focused on is the water issue, which we saw also with the national government touching on the fact that it's important to start fixing those problems. We know that in the past, with the Minister Sisulu as well as Mahlobo, they did come here and they said there were issues with regards to also corruption that was taking place. But those are the things that they have been trying to fix over time. However, it seems none of it is actually yielding many results or as much as the community wants. It's been over 15 years for various communities with no water, and I want to show you where I'm standing. Basically, community members here have to use this area, and you'll know that this tap that they're using currently is a tap that has been provided by Gift of the Givers, and this is their main source of water in this area. Communities have to come and basically far, 10 kilometers away, 20 kilometers away, and even further, they come to get water in this area. And mainly they're saying that there is an infrastructure within their homes, but the water is not coming out. So I want to bring in Umama to speak to us, who's our guest now. Mama, mangasenje nisichazele ngendlela enikhathazeke ngayo ngamanzi, ungathi nifisa ukuthi kwenzakaleni?
Into ezifisayo nje sifisa nje ukuthi sibe namanzi sonke. Ayikho enye into esifunayo. Akunamanzi, futhi uhamba ibanga elide. Sometimes ushiya ugogo endlini. Awubuya uthukuthele uthi umvalele endlini. Athi uhambile uye kubangani bakho and bongayanga kubangani boyofuna amanzi. Thola ukuthi iqueue sometimes awukhona ukuthi ungafohlela abantu kufuze ulinde nawe. Wonke umuntu akhona ukukha nawe uzokwazi ukukha.
Iniphatha kanjani le ndaba ungabi namanzi isikhathi eside kangaka?
Kabuhlungu. Kabuhlungu ukuthi nabantwana bangena isikole asikhona ukwenzela iwashini. Asingakhona ukwenzela iwashini. Sometimes uphumile uthi uyaya uyokha amanzi. Awubuya ugesi nawo awukho. Yabona kuba inkinga enkulu vele. Wonke umuntu la.
Ikhona indlela i-municipality ethe mhlambe yanilungisela ngayo?
Bashilo bona bathi basilungisela but hey khona bayenza ama-pipe ngale ngemva kwentaba but anyway khona manje kumile and asazi si-community ukuthi kumelweni.
Baba wena ungomunye wabantu abala uphatha kanjani ungabi khona amanzi?
Ya le nna o ngama bohloko haholo fela, especially nanga buella especially for ba disability, because I'm one of them. Ke motho a sa bone mahlong. So that situation ya hore re ska bana le metsi e re affect haholo because ha ke khone ho tla mo hore ke tlo thola metsi I have to ke hire batho ka tšhelete e fix nang yona. So ke not nna fela specific ma specific like batho ba vulnerable ha bua batho ba nkgono, batho ba disable ba tla jwa mona na metsi mo boholo because tshwantse o hire someone ka grant ha wala grant is 2000 grant. So how tshwantse o to access metsi tshwantse o hire batho o lo survive wang dijo di reka jwang. So it affect the whole special batho ba bonkgono le batho ba disable. So even le batho le batjha ba sebetsa ba 350. So batho ba tsamaisa metsi ka divene monana ba batla 350 ba go galle metsi ba bang ke di 400 so depend ka distance. So e re safarisa haholo because rate ya batho ba sa sebetseng e udimo haholo mo the whole Free State go especially re nya rona batjha ba sebetse batho ba hola ba sebetse. So ha o tlameya o hayare batho ba tlo gella metsi ba patale ka tšhelete e fo sa sebetse ya re affect haholo.
Mangabe kuthiwa nikhuluma ne-municipality ungathi nje ba?
Sengasibuwa municipality wa rona wa re promise like mme sa hlalositse hore hona le tender re bileng teng before the election e ntse operate hantle ba re ba try kenya di pipe after the election e stopile ha re tsebe because nna ke bona municipality wa rona ntwe e siyo municipality ke accountability. Municipality wa rona di jojo ba re betse di jojo tanki haufinyana le di area tsa rona but I think 3 months no kena di lorry di sa tsamaya di sa tshelwe. I have to batho ba tle ka mona that jojo mbo ho le mona ne supply the whole Thaba Bosiu area ena ne Ward 19 You can imagine batho ba lo ba distance go ba ka fitla monana. But na ba entse bobebe municipality wa rona gore ba rebele dijojo haufinyana mo di lorry me di fitlang di tshela metsi. But no jana ke bua le wena ke nana re bua ka more than 3 months di lorry di sa deliver metsi. So that thing nka ya advise municipality go re ba tloele taba ya tender system because ha ena accountability. If ever ba ka try ho implement the chelete ba Kenya ba cheng ba ruta ba cha ba etsa plumbing after that ba hara ba cha ba ka etsa plumbing ba cha ba entse plumbing e be di ba sebeletsi ba masepala ka dinako tsohle so that ha ile ba masebetsi ba masepala ka nako tsohle ntho tsena tsa gore di pipe tsa metsi di etswa ke tla be di etswa ke bona ba cha bano sentse e le create of job ha ba ikentse ba cha ka ha ba batla ba entse ha ba yerile ba cha ba ye rutile ba kentse sekolong tsa plumbing already senze ba createile mosebetsi ha ona le problem tse tsena tsa metsi tsa di pipe ke mane ba na le employer tsa bona in themselves ha ona ntho ya tendering wa ntho ya tendering ke mane motho wa ithola tendering ya di million but ha e gone ha ba complete.
No, siyabonga kakhulu baba. I think what you hear there is frustrated residents bringing valid points. He's saying that there are people that cannot afford to be here. This is money-wise, but also physically-wise. If you look at older people, they can't get here. It's further away. Others have to come as far as, like I said, 20 kilometers away just to get water from this borehole, which also uses electricity, by the way, to pump water. When there's no electricity, there's no water as well. And at the same time, they're saying that there's an issue of the tender system where there are some of the infrastructure not far from here, which is also not finished. And they're saying this started just before the elections, where they were promised that there was going to be the fixing of that infrastructure. Far beyond that, there's a money issue. And the money issue is the fact that, like he's saying, he's a person with disability, living with disability. And because he can't see, he has to pay someone to come get water for him here. And that in itself also takes away from the little cash that they have. Also, there's a lot of high unemployment within the area as well. And those people are affected as well because money-wise, they can't afford to get somebody to come here for them. So there are various issues in how the community has now been affected. On top of that, there's an electricity issue as well in this area where they don't have electricity. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And that affects their water, but also it affects the way they live. So what they're asking for is that can then the government create or implement plans to use young people to be able to do the certain things that are needed, but it's done as a way of getting employment for the young people that need employment here as well. But we know that the municipality has said that there are plans to get the tankers to help people, but we're being told that even those tankers don't come here, and it's been 3 months without.
Well, it's certainly a very sad situation, 30 years into democracy, that we are seeing communities still grappling with basic services.